Hello everyone, I Jhalak Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication, welcoming you to the session of Power Electronics. Today I am going to discuss about Unit 1 with topic SCR transistor model, its advantages and limitations with basics of track. So let's start the session. First of all, the question is why reverse voltage rating is greater than the forward voltage rating. So before discussing about the voltage rating, we should know about its forward blocking state. So how SCR will operate in a forward blocking state. So for operating in a forward blocking state, SCR voltage should be less than the broke down voltage rating. So it operates like this. In the figure you can see that for P and N junction it formed G1, between N and P the junction formed as J2, and between P and N junction formed named as J3. Here P anode is connected with the positive and cathode connected with the negative terminal. Now here J2 has the more J2 is comparatively lightly doped compared to J1 and J3, means J2 layer is lightly doped and J1 and J3 has heavily doping. Because of that heavily doping in J1 and J3, it has more forward blocking capability compared to J2, and because of the low forward blocking capability of J2, it has the more reverse voltage rating for J2, and for J1 and J3 because of higher blocking capability it has the lower voltage rating. That's why we can say that because of that heavily doping at J1 and J3, reverse voltage rating is greater than the forward voltage rating. Now let's consider the two transistor model. For considering the two transistor model, first the construction of SCR is shown in the figure. Here PNP junction, anode, cathode and gate terminal is shown. If we put it as a transistor model, then here you can see that this PNP formed one transistor and another this NPN formed the second transistor. So it looks like this. Here PNP, emitter, base and collector as the first T1 transistor, and the another collector, base and emitter terminal as a second T2 transistor. Here gate terminal is used as a control terminal. Now if we see it as a transistor model, it looks like this. This is PNP transistor. This arrow shows that it is a PNP, and here this is a NPN transistor. So how it operates if it works as a two transistor model? So let's discuss about the operation of SCR if it works as a two transistor model. So for this, consider this figure. Here you can see that for PNP transistor and for NPN transistor, the base current of this PNP transistor works as a corrector current for this T2 transistor, and same way the base current of this NPN transistor works as a collector current for this PNP transistor. So because of this type of construction, the current multiplication takes place at both the transistor. Here you can see that for PNP transistor, first gain is due to this Q1 transistor, and the second is the gain due to this T2 transistor, means alpha 1 into beta 1 current multiplication takes place. Same way for second transistor also, alpha 2 into beta 2 means the gain of the first transistor and gain of the second transistor takes place. Because of this current multiplication, the transistor works as in a saturation state, and because of that saturation state it works as a switch, means either it can be in a on state or it can be off state. means there is no active state in SCR, so it cannot be works as an amplifier. Now let's see how it will work as a switch. So to operate SCR as a switch, first consider this figure when SCR works as a closed switch. So here anode current is passing through the SCR IA. Because of the anode current passing through it, it has the higher current and lower voltage drop. Because of higher current passing through the SCR, it has the low resistance. Next is when SCR act as a open switch. So it is like this. Because of this open switch, no current is can pass through this construction, and because of that zero current through the device, and because of the zero current it has the higher resistance and higher voltage drop. Next is time requirements of SCR. We already discussed about the turn on and turn off process of SCR. We can easily turn on SCR by lowering the value of breakdown voltage of SCR, and we can easily turn off the SCR if we increase the breakdown voltage of SCR or by affecting its anode current. So we should consider the turn on and turn off time of SCR. Ideally, the turn on and turn off time should be 0, but practically it is not possible that turn on and turn off time is 0. So practically we should take it as minimum as possible. So now what is the difference between the SCR turn off time and circuit turn off time? So SCR turn off time is the time to completely turning off the SCR device, because the small gate current is always passed through SCR, and the circuit turn off time is nothing but the time when SCR is operated at a reversed bias. So this is the basic difference between SCR turn off and circuit turn off time. Next is about the reverse recovery time. So reverse recovery time is due to the charge that is passing through the reverse recovery time duration. So QRR is the charge of reverse recovery and TRR is the reverse recovery time. Based on this equation, let's see one example. Calculate the peak reverse recovery current for SCR if recovery time is 10 microsecond and reverse recovery charge is 150 microcoulomb. So reverse recovery charge means over here QRR value is mentioned 150 microcoulomb, means 150 into 10 raised to minus 6, and TRR means this 10 microsecond means 10 into 10 raised to minus 6. So all you have to do is 2 into 150 into 10 raised to minus 6 divide by 10 into 10 raised to minus 6. If you do this, you get the answer 30 ampere. So 30 ampere is our peak reverse recovery current for SCR. Now next is about the pros and cons of the SCR. So first let's take the advantages of SCR. Obviously SCR is a high power handling capability. Because of that it can handle the large current, large voltage and large power. Next is about the voltage drop. Obviously because of high power handling capability, it has a smaller voltage drop across the device. It can easily turn on or turn off by affecting the breakdown voltage. Next is we can also control the power delivered to load. If we put the smaller value of load, then we can easily manage the power required for the circuit. Next is limitations. SCR cannot be operated at a high frequency, means we can only operate it up to a range of either 1 kilohertz. It has a gate current cannot be negative, because SCR operates at only positive gate current, and because of that feature it can operate only in one directional. So SCR is a unidirectional device. Its gate current is only positive, no negative. So it is operated in only one direction. That is the limitation of this. Next is it can turn on accidentally. Because of this accidental turn on time of SCR, it has the higher rating of dV by dt and di by dt, and to prevent this accidental turn on, the various number circuit can be used. Next is about where we can use this SCR. So we already discussed about the different classification of power circuits in the previous lecture. So it can be used as in a control rectifier, means in a AC to DC converter, as an inverter, means DC to AC converter. We can also use the two SCRs in a configuration. We can also use it as a battery chargers, or maybe a choppers, or AC switch, static switch, because it operates in a saturation region. Because of that, we can use it as a switch, as a speed control of motors, and as a voltage stabilizer. We can discuss about these two applications in unit number 3 in detail, as a voltage stabilizer, how it can be used and how it can control the speed of motor. Next is TRIAC. TRIAC, the full form is triode for alternating current. Triode is basically the main difference between the TRIAC and SCR is unidirectional device, as we discussed in the last slide, that SCR operates in only one direction because of its positive gate current, but TRIAC is a bidirectional device, means its gate current can either be positive or negative. Next is it has two terminals, MT1 and MT2. Now let's see the construction. This is its schematic. Between two diodes there is control terminal, which is called as a gate terminal. If we put as a transistor, then it is like this, PNP and NPN transistors with gate terminal. We see about the operation of this construction later on. This is how TRIAC will operate if SCRs are connected. So here you can see that the gate terminal of one SCR is connected with the other SCR. Now about the VI characteristic of TRIAC. So VI characteristic means current versus voltage graph of SCR. So it looks like this. Here you can see that it is quite similar to SCR VI characteristic. Like you can see that here the current value is decreasing type from as we go from left side to right side. In quadrant 1, current value is decreasing and reverse bias voltage increasing, means it is inversely proportional. If we increase the gate current, reverse breakdown voltage decreases. So based on this, it is divided into three major regions: blocking state or off state. Blocking state or off state means when the forward voltage is less than its breakdown voltage, then this TRIAC is in off state. Next is about the transition and the unstable state. Unstable state means this dotted line. In this state, the reverse breakdown voltage is comparatively higher. Because of that, it is in an unstable state. Now the main part of the TRIAC is this, the conduction or the on state. Here the third state is based on the divided into major 4 mode: mode 1 plus, mode 1 minus, mode 3 plus and mode 3 minus. Here you can see in the figure that TRIAC is operated only in first and third quadrant. Here, if MT2 terminal is positive compared to MT1, then it operates in a quadrant 1. Here you can see in the figure that MT2 is connected with the positive terminal in quadrant 1, means MT2 is positive with respect to MT1, then it operates in a first quadrant. And here in the third quadrant you can see that the MT2 terminal is connected with the negative in both the figure, means when MT2 is negative with respect to MT1, then it operates in a third quadrant. Now what is this 1 plus and 1 minus and 3 plus and 3 minus? Based on this, it has depend on the sensitivity of the gate current. Okay, so we see about the detail of this VI characteristic and these 4 modes in the next lecture. Thank you for watching this session.